We're going to move outside shortly for a reception to celebrate CBI's 20th birthday. So please do stay around and join us for a drink and a nibble. And our thanks especially to HarperCollins Children's Books for generously sponsoring that reception. As well as that milestone, we also celebrate an individual or organisation that has made an outstanding contribution to children's books each year with the presentation of the Annual CBI Award. To present that award this year, I'm delighted to have with us author and former Laureate Minogue, Eoin Colfer.
Hello everyone. This is much more nerve-wracking than talking about yourself, talking about someone else. But I will give it a go. So I will embarrass this person with superlatives. Now, the honoree was actually tricked into coming here tonight. Apparently they don't really, apparently they don't really like books or book people, so they had to be lied to get them here. And the only thing we could do is lie to his face. And so what we said was, you come here and you pretend that you are giving me an award. So I said this to Jenny. I said, I have a great idea. I said, Jenny, I have a great idea. Why don't we pretend that I am getting an award? And she said, no, we need something believable. Which I thought, you know. But anyway, here I am. And I can't name this person yet. Actually, I did cross my mind, Jenny, that this was like a big double bluff. And maybe I was actually. But there's still time. At the end of this, there's going to be 2 speeches and 1 award. So anyway, I'm going to keep my speech short and driven by bitterness. Once in a generation, Dublin's rich artistic heritage throws up a champion. Robert Dunbar was such a champion. Siobhan Parkinson is another one. The current Winona Heron and all the laureates. And now this guy, it says in my notes. I would like to read something from the nominations that came in for him. I will not name those who wrote the nominations because their prose is embarrassing, and I would not have the nerve, and these are writers, I would not have the nerve to edit them on the fly. Also, I don't want to name the winner yet, so we will call him after the character he resembles from the cartoon Dragon Ball Z, which is Goku. So we're going to call this person Goku, and some people will get that. Apparently hardly anybody. Okay. No one has done single-handedly more to promote Irish writers across the board than Goku. Goku has that's ridiculous. Okay. Goku has a particular passion for YA novels, and his knowledge in this area is outstanding. Many authors and publishers ask Goku's advice in these areas, and he is always happy to share with them, like what I am. That was in the record. Like what I am. Goku has flown the flag at international events like Bologna. Oh really? Flown the flag? That is the first true thing I've said tonight. Because Goku has been a true champion for children's books in Ireland, he is a true gentleman and an all-round good guy. He does seem to be all-round. Everywhere you go, there he is. Goku is a passionate advocate of children's books, and he does an enormous amount of work, massively more than is necessary. He is making other people look bad. That was Mary Byrne. I'm not supposed to tell you, but that was Mary. He's a champion of children's literature, this is true, and nobody deserves this award more than he does. Well, maybe a couple of people. But Goku has been the backbone of children's literature for many, many, many years. This person put in 3 manys. I don't know what they're trying to tell you there. His stewardship as the children's book buyer for Eason's has led to a mini revolution in the way books are sold. A mini revolution, just to clarify, that is the positive form of revolution, hardly anybody died. So, if you haven't guessed by now, the recipient of the 2017 CBI Award is none other than the much-loved David O'Callaghan. Don't get up yet. Oh no, don't get up yet. That was the nice one. David was born in the 70s, and as you can tell by looking at him, he has never gotten out of the 70s. I'd say he was born, but he was actually released from a genie's lantern that used to belong to Johnny Logan. Once he had granted Johnny's 3 wishes, which were embarrassingly similar, by the way. David won his freedom and was granted semi-human form and immortality, obviously, and frightened by the world, withdrew Smeagol-like to a solitary job in the goods section of Eason's of O'Connell Street. He trained down in Galway and quietly established himself and was sent back to the ILAC Centre, where he established himself as an astute student of pop culture, which means he read a lot of comics. He anticipated trends and promoted phenomena, and soon was the house buyer for Eason's, which is an amazing achievement. And since that day, it has seemed to the rest of us that David has never slowed down. He is hilarious and personable. He accepts his success with grace and enthusiasm. He never rests on his laurels. And rumour has it that he invented the Aperol Spritz. I don't know. He's beloved of staff, publishers and customers alike, and we all hope that he is as immortal as he seems and will be here forever. If I would like to read out some comments I asked other writers for. I know I wasn't supposed to do that. But before I do that, I would like to say, David, from my heart, David, you always made me feel like I was the most important person ever to come into Eason's, and like my books meant the world to you personally. So here's a few comments. From Cecilia Hearn. Cecilia said, how'd you get my number? But we got past that. And then she said, David always made me feel like I was the most important person ever to come into Eason's, and like my books meant that's kind of what I said, so I'll move on to the next one. Okay, so Mary-Louise Fitzpatrick said, David's always made me feel like I was the most... These are all... you were going around making us all feel special. What kind of person goes around Ireland making everyone feel special? Either a barman or someone who is actually very special themselves and means what they're saying, which is always positive. So, ladies and gentlemen, the intro, I have about 5 or 6 of these. The man who put the solo in Han Solo. The man who put the win in Winn-Dixie. The man who... See what I did? See what I did there? Thank you. That's why I was Laureate. Thank you. The man who puts the grr in the Hunger Games. The man who put the pleasant in Skullduggery. The man who put the stones in the Philosopher. That doesn't work. I'll skip over that. I have one about Lord of the Rings. I can't use that either. He's the prince of paperbacks. He's the hero of hardbacks. And we all love his inventive display. David once said, and this is true, that the beauty of children's books is there is always a phenomenon. Well, tonight, David O'Callaghan, you are the phenomenon. And I'm delighted to present you with 2 awards. The first one I brought myself. I had this imported from America. This is called Morning Recovery. It's a supplement. You drink it with your first drink, David. Okay, because you might be celebrating. I'll just leave that there for you. And the second is the CBI Award. Get up here, big fella.
I've just done all the cursing in Owen's ear, so there'll be no more cursing. I genuinely, because I get so much abuse in public from him, I wrote a speech on toilet paper, and I referred to bitterness throughout about how you're always bitter, and you can have this speech because I don't know. And then when the family started wheeling in the door, I was like, oh, here, hold on a minute. Listen, there's, I talk a lot, but I think today may be a special day. I would like to thank Eason's first because they've never let me go. Maybe they will now. 27 years in a cage is a long time. But listen, CBI, children's authors, other booksellers, we do get on, especially in the pub later on. It's been an amazing 27 years, and I feel like I'm dying or something right now. But I am dying on stage. Jenny, is that what you're laughing at? You're dead. Listen, there's a whole team of people behind the scenes, as there always is, and I'm just going, oh, make me look good, and we'll make them look good. But listen, we can't do it without what this weekend is about, the authors and the illustrators, and do you know what? If I didn't like what I did, and if you weren't any good, I'd be off doing other crap. But you know what, the problem is, every time I go, that's it, I'm out of here, then you go, oh, that's a lovely book, and they're so nice, like hanging out with Kate and then stalking her on the street today. It's a beautiful thing, hold on. I've been going around wearing an Artemis Fowl top, I'd like to point out, and hiding it in case he saw it, because then he'd know. And it's not warm in here, and I'm effing sweating. So I just want you to know, it's definitely shrinking as well at this moment. 17 years it should be. Listen, to all the gang at Eason's who helped me out, to my family, and to everybody here at the CBI, listen, this is the Oscars moment. I'm not letting it go. You guys love me. No, it's fantastic. Tickets are still available for DEFCON 3. I'm just, no, keep living the dream, people, and someday, Owen, you'll be up here. Make it good, yeah.